All right, these last two segments here are Disney-related segments, but they are a different kind of Disney segment here.
We're going to make this show the happiest place on earth.
That's right. The happiest place on earth, boys and girls. Well, it wasn't the happiest place on earth for this guy who tried to get into the park wearing a Free Palestine shirt and was seemingly denied entry.
Here.
It's ALLOWED for future reference if you're going to try to go viral, but I appreciate the sentiment nonetheless. All right, here we go.
Here. Where did you put it?
If you're recording, please back up with the phone.
I'm going to ask you to stand back now.
Okay.
Not recording.
I just want to see what you guys
stay
are.
on the other side.
No, we're now I got to back up.
You got to stay on that side.
Okay,
right?
I want to see why you guys are not letting me in the park. You said
Thank you very
because my shirt says Free Palestine, they're not letting me in the park. Because my shirt says Free Palestine, they're not letting me in the park. Because my hat says Free Palestine, they're not letting me in the park. Because I'm Palestinian, they're not letting me in the park. Discriminatory. This is America or is this Israel? What the fuck? Because my shirt says Palestine, they're not letting me into Disney World. This is crazy. I thought we were in America. Where are we? My shirt says Palestine, they won't let me in the park. Isn't that insane? They're not letting me in the park because my shirt says Palestine.
I doubt that's the reason.
Why aren't you guys letting me in the park?
Not? Was there a reason?
What other reason
Right,
would there
let's
be?
go in the park then.
Was there another reason? Yeah, that's something.
Okay, and this is why Disney, perhaps better than any other corporation, really demonstrates on an almost daily basis the performative nature of what can broadly be termed social justice. This is one of the most evil fucking companies. And I think with Disney, look, are they any worse in terms of their hypocrisy than, say, Goldman Sachs? I'm sure not. Because their business is to produce entertainment, the contradictions between their messaging and the way they actually run is just very visible. It's very obvious and clear in a way that what goes on in the hiring policies of Goldman Sachs versus its rhetoric are just not as obvious because they're not putting out Frozen. You know, nobody's looking at ideologically these cultural products that they have out in the world.
I just want to before we come off of this, there's something that I gotta just put here.
They're not letting me in the park because my shirt says Palestine.
I doubt that's the reason.
You doubt that's the reason. So here's the thing. If that's not the reason, you're a cop, it looks like. Why wouldn't they have alerted you? Like, if the guy was causing a problem
right.
to the point where they feel he needs to be denied entry, don't you think you would be the first person they would tell about it? You're a cop on the scene. If he seemed dangerous, if he seemed erratic, if there was any safety concern, you're the guy they would alert to that. So why are you coming in saying, well, I doubt they don't want you in here because you have a Free Palestine shirt? Well, if it was for a legitimate reason, wouldn't you be the first person they would notify?
Right.
You're standing right there. You're a police officer.
Right.
Like, if they if they wanted him out for a good reason, they'd have told you why. You wouldn't be like, well, I guess that's not why they want you out.
Right. Yeah. And if somebody, I promise you, and I'm sure this happens every day, given the volume of people they have going through there, I am sure when people show up with their Stars of David and Israeli flag shirts, they don't have a problem with that.
Yeah,
I'll let you in with that.
I'm also sure that if anyone did have a problem with that, it would be all over the news. Every single outlet would be talking about that.
Oh, yes.
Front to back.
Oh, yes. And then Disney wants you to give them all this credit for having a black mermaid.
Right.
That's
exactly.
all well and good having a black mermaid, but this is the reality. This is the reality of who Disney are as a corporation. That stuff is all for show. They don't actually give a shit about the communities that they claim to be supporting through their work.
Yep.
Please clap.